Welcome to John Lewis 3D Learning. In this presentation, we are going to see acid bases salts. The topic is mind map of salts. So that means what are the various topics we are going to cover in salts. So these are the various things we are going to cover. So here what we are going to learn is what is salt and what are the various types of salts and how they are prepared, everything we will see one by one quickly. So first of all, definition. So what is meant by a salt? So in general we can say when an acid react with a base, what will be formed? A salt will be formed. How the salt will form? The cation from the base and the anion from the acid. There is a positive ion from the base, the negative ion from the acid combined together to form a compound known as salt. For example, let us take here. So let us take the base, we take as sodium hydroxide and we take the acid as hydrochloric acid. Okay. So in sodium hydroxide, what is positive? Sodium is positive, hydroxide is negative. In acid, hydrogen is positive, chloride is negative. So what will be the salt? The positive ion from the base and the negative ion from the acid. Therefore, sodium chloride will be the salt. Okay, then what is the other one? Positive ion from the acid is hydrogen, negative ion from the base is OH. Therefore, these two will combine together to form water. So, therefore, what is a salt? Salt is a compound formed from acid and base. Acid and base. How it forms? The positive ion from the base and the negative ion from the acid to form a compound known as salt. Is it very clear? This is a point you should be very clear. Positive ion of the base react with negative ion of the acid. That is what is salt. Okay. So next one, what are the various types of salts? Normal salt, acid salt, basic salt, double salt, mixed salt, and then complex salt. So what is meant by normal salt? Can anyone guess what is meant by normal salt? See, normal salts are the salts formed by the complete replacement of the ionizable hydrogen ion atom of the acid by a metallic or ammonium ion. See, for example, let us take here. So complete replacement of the hydrogen ion in an acid. For example, if you take a sulfuric acid H2SO4, if it reacts with sodium hydroxide, see, both the hydrogen atoms should be replaced by this sodium. Therefore, we need 2 NaOH. Therefore, what will you get? Sodium sulfate. So the positive ion from the base is sodium and negative ion from the acid is sulfate. So both the hydrogens are replaced by sodium. So complete displacement of the hydrogen atom from the acid, and if a salt is formed, that salt will be known as normal salt. So normally that will be formed by mixing a strong acid with a strong base, and whatever the salt forms will be the normal salt. Then what will be the acid salt? What will be the acid salt? Acid salts are formed by partial replacement of the ionizable hydrogen atom. See, for example, if you have 2 hydrogens in sulfuric acid, if 2 hydrogens in sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, and if it reacts with only 1 sodium hydroxide instead of 2 sodium hydroxide, this sodium can displace only 1 hydrogen. Therefore, you will get Na and 1 hydrogen will remain and sulfate. Sodium bisulfate will form plus water. Plus water you get. Okay. So sodium bisulfate, here the ionizable hydrogen, that is the hydrogen ion, is not completely removed. A part of the hydrogen ion in the acid is replaced by the metal from the base. So this type of salts are known as acid salts. These types of salts are known as acid salts. Example is sodium bisulfate. Sodium bisulfate. Okay. So the next example type is basic salt. What is meant by a basic salt? Basic salts are formed by the partial replacement of the hydroxyl group of a di or triacetic base by an acid radical. For example, let us take magnesium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. Magnesium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. What is the formula of magnesium hydroxide? MgOH twice, then hydrochloric acid. So here 2 OH groups are there. 2 OH groups are there. Only one OH group will be replaced by chlorine. Therefore, what will you get? MgOH, and the other will be the other OH, 2 OH, no, 1 OH is removed. So that is replaced by chlorine, and that OH will combine with this hydrogen, forms water. So here the hydroxyl group is partially displaced by the negative ion from the compound. So this type of salts are known as basic salts. So these are the 3 main things we have it in our syllabus. Then what is meant by double salt? So when 2 salts are soluble in water, you can dissolve both the salts in water, and then you evaporate the water. Both the salts will crystallize out together. So that type of salt is known as double salt. Example, if you want, you can take it as magnesium carbonate and calcium carbonate. So this is a double salt. So this is known as dolomite. This is known as dolomite. Dolomite. So you can remember a mighty doll. Dolmite is dolomite. A mighty doll is dolomite. 2 salts together, so double salt. Then what is meant by mixed salt? So you should not get confused between double salt and mixed salt. So the mixed salt is the one. So what we can say, how we can define a mixed salt? Okay, mixed salts are those salts that contain more than one basic or acid radical. So this is what is a correct technical term we have to use. It contains more than one basic radical or more than one acid radical. Example what we can give is sodium potassium carbonate. Sodium potassium carbonate. So we know what is sodium carbonate. We know what is potassium carbonate. This is sodium carbonate. This is normal salt. And potassium carbonate is also normal salt. What is mixed salt? Sodium potassium carbonate. 1 Na, 1 K, and then CO3. Here 2 basic radicals are there. No, sodium is there, potassium is also there. 2 basic radicals are there. Therefore, this salt is known as mixed salt. So mixed salt is a salt in which 2 basic radicals will be present or 2 acid radical will be present. For example, you take bleaching powder. Bleaching powder. What's the formula? CaOCl2. So here calcium is a basic radical, positive ion. Oxygen is negative and chloride also negative. Oxide is negative, chloride also negative. 2 negative ions are there. Therefore, this is a mixed salt. Is it clear? Then what is meant by complex salt? Complex salt means at least one of the bonds in acid radical or basic radical. Acid radical means what? Positive ion. Basic radical means negative ion. At least one of those bonds should be what? Coordinate bond. If at least one of the bond in any one of the ions, either positive ion or negative ion, then those type of salts will be known as complex salt. Okay, so we are not going to learn much about these 3 types. So we will be concentrating only on normal salt, acid salt, and basic salt. Okay, these are the 3 things we will learn in this 10th standard. Okay, then another way of explaining normal salt is when a strong acid, SA means what? Strong acid reacts with a strong base, you will get a salt. That salt will be known as normal salt. For example, here sodium chloride. So strong acid is hydrochloric acid, strong base is sodium hydroxide. Therefore, sodium chloride salt will be the strong acid. Then what is meant by acid salt? Acid will be strong and the base will be weak. Therefore, the combination will be slightly acidic in nature. You got it? When the acid is strong acid SA, then WB means what? Weak base. When a strong acid mixed with a weak base, the resulting thing will be slightly acidic in nature because acid is strong. So that type of salt will be acid salt. Example, ammonium sulfate. For example, strong acid you take sulfuric acid and you take a weak base ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. Therefore, ammonium and then that acid sulfate, ammonium sulfate. So it is formed from the weak base and strong acid. Therefore, this will be slightly acidic in nature. That is why this type of salts are known as acid salt. So this is also one way of understanding what is meant by acid salt. Then what is meant by basic salt? Just opposite. The acid should be weak acid and the base should be the strong base. And the base should be the strong base. Then in such case, the resulting salt will be slightly basic in nature. For example, you take acetic acid is a weak acid and sodium hydroxide is a strong base, therefore the salt is sodium acetate. Therefore sodium acetate will be slightly basic in nature, therefore this salt is called basic salt. Okay, so there are various ways of learning and understanding about the normal salt, acid salt and basic salt. So here I explained you in two different ways. So that's all about the various types of salts. Okay, again here now if you take specific examples, so based on the acid radical, that is negative ion, the salts can be classified. Carbonate salts, carbonate means what? All sorts of carbonates you can take. You can take lead carbonate, copper carbonate, okay, so many things, no? So lead carbonate, PbCO3, lead carbonate, copper carbonate, zinc carbonate, calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate, ammonium carbonate, okay, NH4 twice CO3, ammonium carbonate. So like this, so many carbonate salts are there. And next one is nitrate. See, nitrate, what is the formula for nitrate? NO3. Here also lead nitrate, copper nitrate, aluminum nitrate, zinc nitrate, calcium nitrate, all sorts of nitrate salts are there. And similarly chloride, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, magnesium chloride, calcium chloride, aluminum chloride, all metals can form their chlorides. And similarly sulfates also, all metals, no, lead sulfate, copper sulfate, zinc sulfate, calcium sulfate, aluminum sulfate, magnesium sulfate, ammonium sulfate, all these things can form. So already we know the symbols and valencies very thoroughly. So in the first chapter itself I have given you all the basics necessary to write the chemical formula correctly. So therefore it is mandatory, for you to learn the symbols and valencies correctly. Only then you can simply, just like that, you can write all the formulas here. Otherwise that becomes very difficult. See how these salts are prepared and where we are using in our day-to-day life. So the uses are plenty without which we cannot live. Okay, that is why we have to learn all about the salts. Even for example, can you eat your food without the common salt, sodium chloride? Right from that, we are using various types of salts in our day-to-day life. That is why it is very important to learn all about salts. Hope you understood, and it's very clear about what we are going to learn about salts. Almost we have learned it here itself. Okay, but still it is only an introduction. So we have to go and see it very clearly one by one and with the uses. Unless you learn the uses, it won't stick in our mind. So we have to realize, so knowingly or unknowingly we are using all these compounds in our day-to-day life for various purposes. Okay, hope you enjoyed learning from me and you like this video. Please click the like button if you like the video really and share it with your friends. Thank you very much for watching. Until we meet next time, bye bye.